Hello everyone. We're going to wait a few minutes for people to show up, but I'm excited to be doing a live with you here on the Trinity Stamps YouTube channel. We have 6 people in, so that's pretty exciting. Hello everybody. Awesome. Well, if you don't feel like chatting, I totally get it, but we're here to have a little fun and we're going to make a card, and so let's jump into what we're using today. We've got some brand new Trinity Stamps products that we're going to be using. I've got this darling little stamp set. This one's called the Best Tea Party. I love those little bears. They're so cute. Hello, hello, Roselia K. Mayhem Crafty Cards. I'm good. Hey, Carrie. Hi, Wendy. Quebec. Awesome. It's so great. Everybody's chiming in. I'm loving it. All right, we're also going to be using the sentiment from this darling little set called the Party Time. He's too cute all on his own, but we're definitely going. Hi, Beth. Yay, you're chatting, Carrie. Awesome. And then we're going to be using the Trinity cup card die because I had to. The difference is, though, I'm not making the card itself, even though this die can be used for that. Yeah, those bears are fabulous. So yes, this die, I hope you caught Lene's card that she made last week. She made the die and it was the whole card and everything, but we're going to be using it on a slimline. So let's jump into it. Hey, Barb. Hello, Simply Shanta. All right. So I went ahead and did a little bit of prep work. I have my card base, and this is a slimline. So this is just some card stock from my stash. This is some, I know, aren't they great, Beth? This is just some cardstock from my stash, and it measures 3.5 inches by 8.5 inches, and that's how I typically make my slimline size. So this is going to be basically the panel, and then we're going to stick that on a base. I did my stamping ahead of time because you don't want to watch me do all that. So, and here's my little trick for the stamping. So I stamped it onto some cardstock, some Copic friendly cardstock using some ink on 3. And then I went ahead and die cut it already. And then stuck it back in there and just taped it in place. So that way you don't have to watch me die cut either. Hello, Crafty Dragon. I like that name. That's really cool. All right, so let's zoom in. We'll do a little bit of coloring because these bears are dynamite. And I have some W's. We're going to color them like a little black bear, W6 and W8. So let's start with our lightest color because that's what I like to do. And then we'll just slap that down. What is everybody up to on this lovely Wednesday? I say lovely. We got a little rain. That's great with me. I'm cool with that. Yeah. All right, so if you've ever watched me before, I typically do my lightest colors first. That's just how I color. You got to do you, as I always say. And I know that's how they say if you're just starting out, you can do it. The pros tend to go dark to light. And I've been coloring with Copics or alcohol markers since 2008. So, well, I'm glad you're watching me, Kay. Hot foil cards. I have got to do it, Carrie. I have the stuff. I just haven't started it. Yeah. So back to that coloring. You know, they say the pros. And like I said, I've been doing this since 2008. So it's been over a decade, and I'm still doing what I'm comfortable with, which is lightest to darkest. Uh-oh, I can already tell you I'm going to need to get my refill for this one. I have an ongoing list of refills. Okay, coming in with my darker color now. It's my W8. Yeah, well, thank you, Beth. You know what? It saves a little bit of time for y'all because you probably don't want to watch me doing all that. And then, actually, I did it the other day for some other stuff. And then I was able to take it out to the living room and just color. All right, I'm going to blend that just a little. Not too much because I'm running out of my ink in this marker. And then we'll move on to doing some other coloring in here. But they're so cute. These little images are so cute, so easy to color. They're a little bit bigger. Oh, Carrie, don't even tease. If you were down the street, I would probably be at your house every day. I'm not even joking. You're foiling everything too, huh? Mayhem. Well, good for you. Golly, I need to get on that bandwagon. It's all sitting there. It's sitting there and ready to play with. I just need to do it. All right, we're bringing in some E34 for her little face and her tummy. And then a little bit of E39 just to add some shadowing. Don't want to give her a beard. Okay, and then blend that out so that she doesn't look like she has a beard. All right, now for the flowers. Oh, golly, Carrie, yeah, I'm not even kidding. You think I'm kidding, but I'm not kidding. I don't think the Army's going to station us up there in Idaho, so. All right, RV09 for my flowers, because I love it. It's so cute that she's wearing a little flower headband. Okay. And then her cup as well. I figure why not? We'll coordinate. Bring in a little RV19. It's not going to be real drastic. And it's only, you're not going to see it a whole lot just because those flowers are a little tiny. But yeah. Watching the rest of a show called. My mom was telling me about that, Beth, and I should probably look into it since we have a wedding we're planning now. Oh, yeah. See, that I'm probably going to get burns, that's for sure. That is for sure, because that's just, I'm kind of clumsy with crafting. So I got to be aware, I guess. Okay, and then I'll just take the same color and we'll do the little insides of the flowers with it. We're keeping her fairly simple. Let's zoom out now. Boop. Okay, she's ready to go. Now we have to start doing some assembly. And I went ahead and cut out all the pieces from the die. Again, to save a little time, but we're going to assemble them all. And I wanted to share with you for the meat. Yeah, okay. Oh, you've done some through your laminator. That's encouraging to know that you can do it through the laminator, though. Oh, thank you, Mary. Is it a Mary or Yvonne today from the Hunt Sisters? Thank you for joining in. All right, so what I did is I cut out these, because it'll cut one giant, or two teacups. I went ahead and cut it out of 3 different colors, and then I just trimmed them down. That's what I did. I trimmed them down, and on the one piece, you're gonna get all the detail. You can see the embossing detail. That makes it a little easier to put your teacup together. But I want to put these details on these other halves of the cup as well. I don't know if you can see that. And we're just going to we're going to make it work. So I love that you all know each other in here. That's fabulous. Okay, and then I cut it out of some darker pieces so that we can add some shadowing, and because it's all in here. So I just went through my stash and found colors that I had and then grabbed some darker ones so that I could add that shadowing in there. So it's all going to be on these teacups like so. All on one side. That's, I think that's where I want it. I'm going to put it on this side for this one over here, and then we'll do it over here. So we'll start gluing pieces down. Oh, it's Yvonne this time. Yay! Oh, good for you, Mayhem. That is a darling set. And I just picked up the mini Slimline Stitch Slimline dies as well. Those ones just came in the mail the other day, so I just purchased those also. Can't wait to play with those. All right, and then I also have the pieces that go up here and this piece down here. And so we'll just start assembling. Yes, this card, or this die is, if you've seen the coffee cup die, which this could be used for coffee as well. I just love that one so much. I use it, I've used it so many times. And I love that if you make it into a, whoops, a card itself, it will fit into an A2 size envelope. So that is something to keep in mind also. And here's your little coffee piece. So isn't that fun? Look at that. It's like it's a little teacup. I love it. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, thank you, Yvonne. Yeah, my hairstylist talked me into it. You know, it is so humid here in the South. And when we lived in El Paso, my hair was like, it was perfect. I'm not gonna lie, it was perfect. But here, yeah, not so much. Not so much. Not even a little bit. So I got it cut shorter, hoping that would help. And it did a little, but it still just falls so bad. So he talked me into a perm. I didn't even know they did perms anymore. And it was so inexpensive, which is probably because nobody gets perms. I don't know. But I was like, you know what? Let's go with a little body in the hair. So that's what we did. Also because I'm just tired of coloring it. All right, so like I said, this one, when it's facing this way, will have the little lines to help you line everything up. But I wasn't so worried about it here. It worked out just fine. And we're just going to do all three of these little cups, and then we can start assembling those onto our card front. I'll show you how we're going to do it. You miss Alabama, Kay? Yeah. And you know what? I adore it here. As I've said, this is it. This is eventually going to be home once the Army stops moving us around. We love Alabama. Thank you so much, Kay. Thanks, everybody. Okay. Yep, it's super easy to line these up even without those score lines, but the score lines definitely help. Okay, putting down our last little touches. And then this card's going to go together super quick because we're trying to stick to half hour to 45 minutes. And that's the other reason why most of the stuff is die cut out. But what I would like to know from you when you're done watching the video, or even do it now, is what are some things that you would like to see me do? If you put that down in the comment section, I'll read that, of course, and then we can go from there. Because I'm going to do these every other week. So not next week, but the following week. And we're going to have a good time. So I want to show you guys things that you want to see. So put that down there. All right, so now we have 3 coffee cups. One's going a different way. How fun is that? How fun is that? And yes, I even went ahead and stamped and heat embossed and die cut my party. Let's party as well. Okay, so here's how we're going to do this. I am going to start putting these on here. We're just going to make it, and yes, some of this is going to have to get cut off, but I'm so excited about this. You're a Diet Dr. Pepper girl. Well, you know what? You could pour your Diet Dr. Pepper right on in this teacup if you wanted, Kay. Absolutely. All right. And I don't need to go all the way. So I'm just going to put that up there. All right. And I think we'll put, I might put our pink one in the middle. I like that. All right. A shading tutorial. Oh, there you go. That's a good thought. I like that. Using Copics or shading like with inks. Because I can do both. Okay, I may have put a little too much glue on that one. That's okay. We're just... So what I want to do is I want my little bear... I want her to sit on this teacup, but she obviously can't be too high up, right? So I'm going to put her here. All right, so that means I have to keep this fairly low. You'd love to hear the inner dialogue as I make my choices. Okay, all right. That's a good thought. I like that. Okay, so she's going to be sitting there like that. All right. Now, before I get too crazy, I do want to cut all of this off. You have quite a list going. Me too, always, because I don't have it all. All right, so I'm going to take my guillotine trimmer because for me this is just the easiest way to trim off this excess. And, all right, I want to keep some of this. Okay, so these two pieces I'm not necessarily going to need, so I'm going to stick these off to the side. I know it's crazy. And then it did, because I still have it a little bit wet, I'm going to trim off that part. All right, and then in here, I'm going to save this because I want to add this to the inside of the card. You guys know I love to do the inside of the card. South Carolina. Well, I mean, we're not that far away. We don't have any plans as of now that maybe we'll come camping there. Okay. All right. And then look, we have some teacups on the front. I love it. All right, now what I wanted to do was put this, they do have a 12-inch trimmer, Kay. I saw that and I kind of want it. Kind of want it. All right, so that's right. Okay, so here, and then I'm just going to put this on the inside. I know this seems a little crazy, but we're doing it. And it'll make a little more sense once the card is all put together. And yes, this is not scored yet. That's okay. I'm not worried about it. Yeah, that 12, do you have the 12-inch, Kay? Oh, I just love this teacup die. Oh, you know what? I need to put a little behind there. And we're just lining it all up at the top. Okay, so that was, and then there was this little bit that hung over. All right, so that you can kind of get the gist. Oh, I don't mind that. That doesn't bother me. All right, so because my card bases are 7 inches by 8.5 inches, I'm going to score it at 3.5 inches. Okay. All right. Oops, probably should have done it the other way. Yeah, probably should have, but that's okay. We're just going to do it. We're just going to go with it. Real life crafting right here, folks. Oh, you want it, Kate? Yeah, me too. Me too. I want it all, though, you know? I want it all. So that way when the card gets opened, you have your teacups there and your teacups here. So it looks like a... makes sense? Because I like it. I think it's fun. And it's fun to combine stamps that you might not normally, or images that you might not normally put together. All right, before I attach our little bear, I do want to bring in a Copic. I'm going to bring in the W1. So I have the W1, and all I'm going to do is add a little bit of shading, speaking of shading, right along the edges. And it's going to dry back a little bit. This is not like Copic paper, so it'll soak into the paper a little bit. And I'm just trying to be careful, just going around the edges. This will add a little bit of depth and dimension to our image to make it really look like a scene. All right, and because I did it around there, I want to do it around here. Just trying to be careful that I don't overlap too much. But this is also why I chose a light gray Copic. It doesn't look light right here, but like I said, it will dry back. So I'm not too worried about it. And unfortunately, if you get any glue anywhere and then you try to color over the top of that, it's going to resist it. Well, thank you, Crafty Dragon. Oh my gosh, Black Friday will be here soon. We're already in July. Where did the year go? Where did it go? Okay, so here's our little bear. We're going to stick her down on there. Let's just do it. Let's attach her down. If you wanted to use foam tape, that would be fun. It would be fun to use foam tape on, say, this teacup that's in the forefront and also on your bear. I have foam tape coming, but it's not here yet. Okay, so we've got her down. Where did my sentiment go? Please say I did not. Okay, good. I didn't lose it. Whew. All right, and so like I said, I went ahead and stamped and die cut those out already because I wanted to be prepared for y'all. Are you talking to me, Kay? Because I live in Huntsville as of now. Not forever, though. Well, hopefully eventually forever, but not right now. So that's why I say currently. Okay, let's put this down here. And this is so cute. I feel like this could just be like, hey, let's go, like either a birthday or maybe even a girl's day. That would be fun. All right, and we're going to attach this down before I attach any of my embellishments or anything to the front. Easy peasy. Oh, Beth, I was going to say, I thought you knew. I thought you knew, Beth. Okay. All right, so looking fun. And let me think about this because all right. All right, so if you wanted to add some shading like this is on a tabletop, that's where you could bring in your Copic again, like your W1 again, and then just add a little bit of shading around, basically like we did. But I'm going to use some flicking motions so that way it kind of tapers off, if that makes any sense. And I'm kind of thinking that the light is coming from this direction. That's why I've got the shadowing on this side. And I'm trying to work in small sections because Copics stay wet, but then they dry. So we'll just do a little bit on this side. Okay, so now it almost looks like they're sitting on the table. All right, now I want to add some embellishments. So let's bring in, oh, you know, I love the Barely Art Glue. It is fabulous. It is some good stuff. All right, so I've got my tidy tray. There's a new design for the tidy tray, and I really did not need that many sequins in there, but here we are. And the sequin is the Springtime Rainbow Mix. This is a confetti mix, but there are some brand new embellishments in the store. I don't know if you've seen them. They would look gorgeous on here too. Oh my goodness. All right, and then I'm going to be using the brand new pickup stick from Trinity. So it's got the pointer on the one end, and then we have our embellishment pickup on the other end. And what is so cool about this is when I first saw this, I was like, oh, I bet that's going to be pricey. No, my friends, this is not a pricey tool. I hope she still has some in stock. It's linked down below in case it's something that you're interested in, but this tool is fabulous. So I'm going to just grab all kinds of colors. We're going to have fun here because there's so many in here, and I love that. Oops. And we'll just grab all kinds of little pieces. Summer. And I love it when sequin mixes are so many different colors because, oops, because then you can just sometimes pick and choose what you'd like. And I am going to be very liberal with it too. Let's just have fun. Oh, we got a little green one. That will be fun. Do another white one up here. And then let's do a tiny white one. I have a yellow. I think I see a yellow. There we go. That'll be fun. All right. So now we'll just start putting a few down. Yeah, the Barely Art Glue. It was a gift to me for my birthday. Oh, I had two. Huh. For my birthday from one of my sweet friends. And I actually have some of the replacement coming in because I use this so much. Now, I use it so much, and I mean, I still have a ton in here, but I don't want to run out, if that makes sense. So that's why I have the refill coming. And then we'll put some up here. All right. I like that. Okay, well, that is going to be it for today as far as the card goes. I love how that turned out. I love all the little sweet products that we used. If you're interested in any of them, they are linked down below in the description box. But yeah, I'd love to know what you think. And keep in mind, I'm going to be doing these lives every other Wednesday. We've got other lives happening. If you like going to Instagram and checking it out there, if you like Facebook, we have lives happening there and Instagram, and also here on YouTube. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. This was a blast. And again, leave down in the comment section or here, you know, anything that you guys would like to see. Carrie does lives on, it's Instagram, right, Carrie? Yes. And Lene does them on Facebook. So keep coming for some inspiration. All right, everybody. I'll see you soon. Bye.